Hello, hello. Hail and well met, adventurers. Alright, here we go. Yellow, yellow. Hello, my friends. Hello, Bishop. Why is... Oh, wait, that's why. Okay. Hello, Bishop. Hello, Fry, aka Toots. Hello, Fig. Let's go. Yo, Jay. Or Ira, whatever. Both. Either. Was good. What is good? I got my... my, video mostly done today, which is exciting. I just have to do sound, and I have to do one other thing, I can't remember. Sound and just like some polish. It's the how to play for Armies Against Entropy. It's a kind of a all-inclusive how to play video. So no more reading through rule books if that is not your thing. So, and that will be out, I don't know, hopefully some in the next few days. Yeah, that's exciting. But yeah, so that's cool. Got really close to oh, nice, hate reading. Yeah, exactly. So that's really close to being done. I did see you send me a message. I just, honestly, if I'm being completely honest with you, I did not have the energy to do anything after I was done working today. I was, I kind of was going hard to get it finished, and then I just, like, after, like, 5:30 or... Actually, it wasn't 5:30, because I stopped working earlier, because I stopped working earlier on Fridays because I stream. So whenever I was done working, I was like, all right, I'm just gonna go lay down. I'm gonna go lay down and watch something, I don't know. And I just did the old lay down on my couch and do nothing thing, you know? So I'll get no rush. But yeah, thankfully the video is very, very close to done. I do need to find music, which might be a little bit of a challenge. But yeah, can't wait to watch it. Yeah, I'm excited for it to come out. Truthfully, I don't expect it to do super well. I think I will be getting very, very lucky if it does go well. My bet is max viewership is going to be like, and this is like an absolute max, I think, is like 10,000 people, which is obviously a lot of people, but it's not like effort to payoff ratio. Not great. By the way, we're just going to get kind of right into drawing because this is like the third stream we're working on a card, and that usually doesn't happen. So we're just going to get right into it. What type of music? You know, I might be able to use some of the stuff I already have, but you know, it's kind of fantasy vibe, so like I kind of go with like a Celtic sort of deal. Obviously I have like something specific I would like, but obviously it needs to be royalty free, and it needs to be sort of like a medieval. I like the sort of, like I said, like Celtic sort of vibe, you know. Maria said hi. Hello. Hello, hello. How are you? So yeah, yeah, we're just gonna put this off to the side so don't leak any messages. Messages leaking all over the place. Gross, honestly. She said that she's doing all right and that her husband is annoying. I don't know. Her husband's kind of a you know? You know what I mean? I don't know what I mean, so I'm just saying things at this point. Go on. You know, kind of a, yeah. I think it's funnier just that's really sweet of you. There you go. Yep. I don't know why I'm putting like half of this on the same layer. Mistake, really. But yeah, I don't know. I'm tired, if I'm being completely real with you. I kind of like I'm just exhausted. But drawing's not too difficult, so I might be a little low energy today. Hey, what do you think you're doing? It's my carpet. You think one day she would learn after me yelling at her, but no. Needs to sleep good tonight. Yeah, exactly. I just did a lot, you know. I'm trying to remember how many shots I did today. Like on that sounds. How many shots did I drink? No. How many visual effects shots I did today? It was at least 30, I think. Is that right? No, that's way too many. I think it was about 20 different shots. This is the stream to spam push-ups / setups. I did reduce the price on some of that stuff. Because I realized I don't mind if it's spammed more. There's still a cooldown on it, and so it doesn't really matter. So we're just saving Toots some money, really. So I did reduce the cost of standing desk and sit-ups, I believe. And maybe the Luna one? I can't remember. Speaking of the Luna one, I was getting some footage. This is on the Discord, but I was like, oh yeah, I gotta put down dice counters. I'm like, you're being really helpful. Anyway, ended up making it into the full video, so... Which ended up kind of like much more comedic than I meant it to. Because like the line I'd say is like, you can use like roll down counters, but I find like dice or roll down counters, but I find poker chips easier to use. And then and then Luna just bats at the dice, and I'm like, when I say it's easier to, like, I find it easier, it almost seems like I'm saying that because whenever I try to do normal dice that the cat attacks him. I don't know. It ended up kind of more comedic than I was expecting. Than I even planned, I guess. Anyway, it was cute. Worked out. But yes, cats. Cats indeed. I want a cat. I want a bald cat that I'm going to name Skin Tag or Ninja. If you've seen Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, you get it. I did not see Brotherhood. I saw the original one, which I know Brotherhood's supposed to be better. But man, that show's too depressing for me, so I'm not gonna do it again. But you know, if you like it, good on you, you know? I'm not saying it's a bad show. It was a good show, but it's just too sad for me. Oh, Nina, I read that wrong. Not Ninja. See, I'm tired, I'm telling you. Nina, not Ninja. Like, how... Like, you know, the girl... Ah, yeah. No, that's... No, okay, now I get it. Okay, I've seen... Yeah. See, too depressing for me. Case in point. Colors. This is actually in my repertoire of colors here. Oh, it might actually be a... I guess it is. Yeah, we're just coloring right now. It was bound to appear at some point. Actually, where's my water? Okay, well, we'll grab that afterward. Top 5 anime for me, like, I think Psycho Mob is my favorite in terms of anime. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. Psycho Mob's good. Honestly, I need to... I can't remember if I've seen the... I'm definitely not caught up on it. I can tell you that much. I think I saw the first season. I don't know if I've seen more than that. Anyway, there's the cat, but we need to do push-ups. I'm wearing pants today. This is new. New for stream. Kind of chilly out there. Pack it in. Oh wait, I need water. Okay. I got Lurk still be here, but I need to use my hands for something. There you go. I know the feeling. Sometimes you gotta focus. I've been missing out on a lot of streams lately because I've been focusing. There's a lot of people I want to like catch their streams, but then I'm like, I can't focus and watch at the same time, which is unfortunate. Yeah. Yeah, no, yeah, I know Fullmetal Alchemist is a good anime. I don't know. I prefer the happy stuff. That's just me though. I can like separate quality of something from my preference. Like there are some people who can't do that. They're like, oh, it's just bad because I don't like it. You know? But I see the value in it. I see why people would like it, and the story is good. But it makes me sad, so. Not even like a sad that I like want to feel. Because there's like sad stuff that I think is like Like the bittersweet kind of sad. I'm for that. But sad, like depressing, dark, sad, not so much. You know, here we are. I overdid it on some of this. Overfilled on these. I think it's because I'm using like thinner line weight than I normally do in some of like the background spots. All right, then we do like a sandstone color, which I ended up picking whatever color this is. Turn off all these shadings so I can figure out what color it is. I don't know where the layer is though. No. 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 I think it was that. And then we'll do all the buildings. Guess we're doing all the building stuff on one layer. Yo! What the?
It's Planord just raided with 2 viewers.
Planord, as it says. Planard? That's what I hear. That's what I hear Pete say, but how you guys doing? I saw that you were streaming, but I didn't have the energy to interact. I watched for like a few minutes, but I was I just basically napped on my couch. Yeah, hopefully you had a good stream. What were you working on? Welcome on in. Thank you for raiding me back. How you doing today? Of course, if you are tired and feel like just raiding and leaving, raiding and running, as they say, feel free. But it's nice to have you here. Hello, hello. Welcome on in. Yeah, thank you for the raid. Thanks for having me. Yeah, no problem. You're welcome anytime. You're free to join as long as I haven't banned you, you know? Yeah, how was stream? What do you work on? If you were working on something, I would assume you were working on your game, but stream was good. Worked on some UI for my game. Nice. Heck yeah. Very nice. Like the visuals or the coding or both. Being very indecisive what to do with it. I feel that. Well, if you want to share it all, you are more than welcome. If you want to share your work, a screenshot or anything, feel free. You could either just link it, or alternatively, if you want to check out my Discord. I don't know if you're in there. I don't think you are, but oh wait, no, I did it wrong. There we go. Yeah, capitalization matters. Look at that. I'll join. Yeah, nice. Yeah, you don't have to, obviously, but if you want to, feel free. We talk about, you know, we do more, obviously, like physical card game stuff, but a lot of people in there also do video game stuff. So, and I would say I'm pretty well versed in the indie game you know, I know pretty much stuff about it. I don't know coding, but the I am pretty well into the indie YouTube community. Like, I know a good lot of people there. So I understand it. I'm not necessarily versed in it though, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of interesting because I think the reason I got into doing devlogs was because of like video game stuff, right? Because you don't really see a lot of board game devlogs, not until recently, at least card game stuff. There's only like one or three other people, you know. Now there's maybe like 5 or 6, but yeah, I was like inspired by video game stuff. I'm like, you know what? I should just do a devlog on my game. And now here we are. But like, because of that, I kind of got into like watching a bunch of devlogs. And at some point, there's a thing where it was like, I honestly, like, I wasn't ever like you've probably heard of Danny Dev, because he's like the biggest devlogger and whatever. He wasn't really my inspiration to do devlogs, but he did say something that stuck with me, and it was that he was like, I comment on every video I watch, and I'm like, I should do that. And honestly, it kind of paid off because I started to get to know people. And then I like, you know, went to streams and talked to people. And now I kind of just know a good number of people in the video game sphere. I do one for the game I'm working on in short format. Yeah, honestly, it's, you know, shorts are getting bigger. I'm not sure exactly how well shorts do as far as the video game niche, you know, but I would assume, like, I don't know, as you know, everything's getting bigger and whatnot, I don't think it's probably only gonna grow, you know. The shorts, and honestly, consistency is becoming a huge thing. I mean, it's always been a big thing, but I feel like it's getting more important. I don't know. The algorithm's always changing. It's kind of hard to keep up with, honestly. Now, the question is, should I make all these tents red, or should I think I'm going to make them all red, even though it's going to be kind of whatever. TikTok has become a huge discovery tool in games in general. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, everything's going... Well, shorts are becoming much bigger, for sure. Like, of any sort, right? Like, short form stuff. I don't think, like, you know, normal YouTube stuff is going away, but you never know. Depends on if people's attention spans keep decreasing. Yeah. It was cool. I ended up being on you know, Blackthorn Prod video and stuff like that. So just interacting with the community. You know, ended up being very beneficial, even though it was kind of adjacent and not directly related to my niche. So what I've always been told is that short format is great for discovery, but for long format is needed for attention. Yeah, yeah, I think so. I think, like, one of the things that, like, I went red with that. I thought I wanted a different color. Maybe do this. One of the things that you know, I've found is that hey, look who it is. Yeah. The problem with short form, well, I don't know, it's kind of hard to say. Like, in some ways I'm not sure if it's like great for building a community, but then again, I think it can like lead people to in that direction. So it's kind of hard to say. I'm not actually sure how I feel about it yet. I'm kind of just trying to figure it all out, you know, because there's a lot of conflicting advice on this kind of stuff. So that's cool. Glad you're glad you are, you know, doing stuff. But yeah, if you want to share anything, feel free. I'd be happy to show it off for you. Like I said, our people like game devs. Some are as well, so if you want to share. Appreciate it. Word. I was gonna say, if you join the Discord, you can always post in the stream chat or, you know, whatever you feel like. Most of my stuff I've been sharing is on my team social. Let's see. Yeah, okay, let's see. Is it the website? I was gonna say, this looks familiar. I wonder why. It's almost like I've seen this on French Fry Studios. I was gonna say. I love the art for the game. Both like the, you know, promo art and the design a cozy game with no combat. Ah, that's cute. Wait. No, okay, this is something else. Sorry, it was reminding me of something else and I got confused. Yeah, I love the pixel art. So you're the coder guy, right? If I'm not mistaken. Do you do the art at all, or any of the art, or is it mostly coding? What's up, Halfling? How you doing? Yeah, programmer and designer. Nice. Heck yeah. Well, good stuff. Here, we can actually do this. Everyone go check out that. Like, we can post links, thankfully. I have a friend that does the art. Nice. Yeah, well, it looks cool. Games. Yeah, it's one of those things, like you have a game and you're you know, the coder, designer or whatever, and you know, you have someone looking at it and they're like, oh yeah, it looks really cool. It's like the art is like so much of what like people's impression is. It's like one of the biggest things with like game dev like devlogs is like you kind of have to work backwards of what people say you should, right? Like you really don't want to like normally you don't want to do art first and then game design, but for devlogs it's kind of better to do the opposite because then you have something that looks really nice and presentable. Um, and even if the game isn't functioning at all, you can get tons and tons of views. Just because the game looks nice, you know. And then also like as the developer, no one's, you know, necessarily like praising your code, right? Like you can't see it, right? The unsung hero, you know. Yeah, getting views with gray box stuff is tough. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it looks cool. A Kickstarter. Very nice. Heck yeah. Nice work. Good stuff. I like it. Not going the publisher route with the next one. Yeah, I don't know enough about that. Obviously, you know, board games kind of have that route as well. And I don't know if I would go. I don't know what way I'm going yet. But I know that feeling. Do I want to put trees in here? Probably not. Yeah, because like I'm unsure whether I go and I think my goal is to like build up a following and then run a Kickstarter kind of thing. But you never know. If I found a publisher I liked and just wanted to pass it off and get a bunch of money and then call it good, you know, then here we are. Yeah, board game publishing, another beast time. Yeah, 100%. Especially because it's like you have a lot more upfront cost. Because you actually have a physical game, you know? But it's very interesting for sure. The first one I went with Humble Games, nice, okay, and bless their souls, they were amazing, but it ended in drama, sadly. Ah, no, that's sad. Dang, that is too bad. Yeah, it's hard. It's definitely hard with that kind of stuff. Just conflicting opinions, you know. What's wrong with me, but their parent company? Ah, gotcha. Dang. Yeah, for reference, what we're doing right now, we are working on this card. This is like a gladiator arena card. For the God of War deck. The idea is that it disables 2 cards and then gives those 2 cards or a third card the power of the other 2, but we'll have to see how that works in practice, but that's the idea currently. We'll see how it actually pans out. But we can always change the effect. Having a gladiator card sounds cool, so we're going for it, you know? Oh. It's like, I don't know why my like neck and back are so sore, but it's because I've been just at my desk all day, I think. I was just checking something. Cool. Anyway, continuing on. Kind of feeling weird about the lack of buildings. I feel like it almost feels like there needs to be more, but I also don't want to have to draw 1,000 more buildings. So we might render it more and then decide if we actually want to put more buildings. Let's get some texture on the ground, see how it goes. Sometimes I put things in clipping masks, even though they really don't need to be. That's not dark enough. Maybe grab that color. A little bit of shading goes a very long way, thankfully. And we'll just do kind of paths in between these buildings. That's already looking a lot better, right? Now I want to pull up the desert card as well. Thanks, Bishop. Yeah, it's coming along. Let's pull up this card. It's cool how you can like kind of just sculpt stuff out with shadows, you know? Like it didn't look like a hill before, but now it is. Anyway, what have y'all been up to today? What's your days been like? What have y'all been doing? Up to anything fun today or this weekend or anything like that? I guess I will grab this sort of peachier color. Just add a little extra detail in there. Sitting around? Nice. Sometimes sitting around is good, as they say. As the wise ones once said, sitting around is good sometimes. Yeah, I don't know what I'm saying, y'all. I'm losing it. Like super subtle. Almost not worth it. I make it so like the sand kind of is darker where it's more well worn, where people would be walking. But yeah, I really should have done this in layers. It would make some of this so much easier. Part of me wonders if I can just extract some of it. Or I guess I could just do, I don't know, do a clipping mask. Guess I could do a clipping mask. Fine. I'm thinking about, I want to have like dust behind the arena. Have some ambience, you know, like some depth. But that requires there to actually be depth, believe it or not. Now I have to do more work because I was not even lazy, just wasn't paying enough attention. Now I gotta go through here and individually select everything. And already goofed up. Because the flags here should be within the selection. Or banners, I suppose, is maybe the right word. Hopefully you all don't mind I'm low energy today. I'm just a sleepy boy. I can feel myself not being energetic. I'm not like, all right, yeah, let's do that. I'm like, okay, and then we'll just draw a happy little tree. Bob Ross entered over here. Just kidding. I can't compare to Bob Ross. But I can dream, you know? That would be kind of funny to do a Bob Ross style painting in my drawing style. Now that I'm thinking about it. If we get to it today, which I think we should be able to because this shouldn't take all day. I do want to talk a bit about what we do for reaching 30 subs, because I feel like that should be, honestly, and reaching 20 subs. I feel like both those probably deserve some sort of event. But I have yet to decide what that is. And I have a few ideas, so I think it would be kind of cool to talk about that. Talked about it a little bit in the Discord server, but it'd be nice to kind of get at y'all's ideas. Some happy little trees. What's up, Silly Poo? How you doing? Hanging. You are doing hanging. Yeah, I feel like this could have been much easier if I just did it correctly. But, you know, here we are. This is why you separate your layers. It makes your life easier. But no. Just couldn't have gone back and fixed it. Nope. Have to live with our mistakes now. Okay. We go here and then we just fill that black, I think. And then in theory, I can make like a smoke layer. This is the reverse of what... Yeah, this is the reverse of what we want. We want this to be inverted. Invert. Reverse the polarities. Oh wait, now I'm drawing on the wrong layer again. Okay, there we go. Now we do this. Add a bit of smoke in the distance. Of course, the selection isn't perfect, but that's okay. I want a darker color, like maybe this. Okay. We did forget to do this here. Yeah, this one kind of ended up a little sloppier than I wanted to. I think it'll look good in the end. The process could have been better. What are we doing on ads? Okay, we're 10 minutes away. I think we do like a second layer of dust, kind of farther. Maybe we make it this dark color and then shift it a little more like lighter, so it's not lighter, but like blue because it's like back farther. Yo, Anonymous, what else? What up, dude? No, it does not work. It should be lighter. It should be like this color, but yellower, but lighter. Yeah. How much card is looking good? Thank you. Yeah. Finally getting some progress done on it. Well, I guess we've been getting progress. It's just, you know, had some craziness happen the past few times we've been trying to get stuff done, which I cannot complain about. Okay, now we just need to do some let's just start with shading and then see what else we need. If I start, I mean, do that at this point. Very unfortunately. Actually, a lot of this isn't even going to be seen, is it? Did I even on? Yeah, it's like all that's just not even there. I love that. Classic. I kind of forgot that I hide like a good portion of the card behind the border. Anonymous, what do you call this? What do you call the box? May get rid of the closest wall part and lower it. Yeah, maybe. I'm not at the top of the art in. Maybe. Oh, I see what you're saying. Lower this part. Oof. Maybe. It's just a lot of work. We're already rendering at this point. But maybe. We'll see. The call of the card UI. I was gonna say I do too. I just text box, not sure. Yeah. This is why I really should have done this on a separate layer. Because the problem is if we do this, then we're losing the focus of what this is, you know? The only really solution is like this. And that is a lot. It's just like the towers in the background is all. Honestly, we could do this though. We could put one of the towers like here Move it into this corner. Which is what we might do. We might leave this one here and then move this one. Let's just try that. There we go. At least we get one tower in there. I don't want to have to rework the whole card. I'm being honest. I think it's fine. The focus should be the arena anyway. And we can have the full art be a separate thing if someone ever wants to use that as something, you know. For your viewing pleasure. I've definitely missed a few spots on some of this stuff. It's kind of interesting how much sound my mic isn't picking up. That you might have heard, but there's like tons of emergency vehicles outside. They're in the distance, but kind of surprising it's not picking them up. At least on my thing here. Honestly, I'm gonna start over on this because I think the light coming from the other way is probably cooler. Why did I do it this way? Usually I do a much better job handling the shading. Or sorry, my layer management. Now it's kind of all just messed up. All right, we're hitting an ad, so that means I'm going to take a break. It'll be a 3-minute break. Then we get an hour of ad-free time. So we'll be doing that. Again, we're on stuff that's not even seen. Great. Okay, we're gonna take a break. Make sure to get yourself a drink, snacks, whatever you may need. And we'll be back in 3 minutes. Meantime, watch this video.
If you don't mind, just off the top of your heads, would you mind like telling us what your favorite and least favorite part of playing this was?
I'll be honest, and I hate to say this, but I don't think there was a single thing I enjoyed.
My friend Kyle and I made a game in 2 weeks for a competition, and as you can tell, it didn't go very well. But what actually went wrong? To get into that, let's start from the beginning. As I've been trying to get into more game development communities, I found myself stumbling into the Homemade Trading Card Game Discord server. And the coolest part about this server is that it hosted game jams, something that I usually thought was reserved for video games. For the uninitiated, a game jam is a competition where you have a set amount of time to make a game. Then you are given a prompt or theme to follow. Once the allotted time is over, the game is judged and you see who wins. Kind of like a 24-hour film festival or a hackathon if you're familiar with one of those. Now, with all that out of the way, let's get into the development of our Game Jam entry for the May 2024 HTCG Land Jam, Armies Against Entropy. In preparation for this jam, I partnered up with my buddy Kyle. You may remember him from my first devlog of Soul. We made the original version together. Anyway, we decided the first thing to do was to look over the judging criteria, come up with a schedule, and divide up responsibilities. This all pretty much went out the window day one, so I don't know why I bothered telling you this, but let's get on with it. As I said, this jam was hosted by the Homemade Trading Card Game Discord community, and as with most jams, there was a theme to help keep everything fair and keep people from submitting projects they worked on for years or whatever. In this case, the theme was lands. For all you trading card game people, this was clearly very Magic the Gathering inspired. Upon hearing this, Kyle and I got a document together and started brainstorming ideas. This was pretty stream of consciousness, and we tried not to discount any ideas from the start. And while we didn't take all these ideas directly, a lot of them did help us come up with different mechanics for the game. So here's some of the ideas we came up with. Land is mana, basically like Magic the Gathering. I'll say this wasn't something we wanted to do, but it was worth putting out there because it's probably everyone's first thought. That said, our goal was to move away from this and defy any expectations. Land is a battle arena / cards you fight over. I'm pretty sure I've seen other games like this before. I couldn't name them off the top of my head, but I've definitely seen it. Basically, this would be a card that you play other cards on top of to battle. Then you get to claim the land if you succeed, which would then give you some sort of benefit or bring you closer to a win condition. A game like Stack Lands. The word lands made me think of the game Stack Lands. If you haven't played this game, I would definitely recommend it. This ended up being a pretty big inspiration for the game, so we'll get into that more a little bit later. Lands are spawner cards. I was originally thinking of Loop Hero when I thought of this idea, but we ended up kind of using a little bit of this concept, but not exactly from the idea that we wrote down. We'll get more into that later. So despite us saying we had 4 days to come up with a core idea on our schedule, we already had one day one. We liked the idea.
Keep on keeping on. I feel like this white color might be too white, but I think I guess I ended up making it a little bit different in here. mean, obviously there's the haze, but we'll make it work. For now, we're just doing shading. I think I might want to just do a different layer here. Yeah, I guess I'll talk about it now a bit too. One of the things I want to do is just have do a few events for on the account of having more subs. Seems like the thing to do. But I want to get your input on what that might be. My original thought was just doing what we did last time for our follower goal, which was I'll draw anything you guys want me to kind of stream. However, we could also do something different, you know? We could do that again. That's one option, right? Option two, we could, do something like, a crazy option would be a game jam. We could do, we all make a game on stream in 3 hours kind of deal. We could do, we've talked about this one also. We could do a, deck building competition. We could do literally I play video games on stream. We could do we all play video games together on stream. Still a little unsure about that one. I know other people do it and have a fine time at it. I feel weird about having people on comms, but it could be either comless or maybe I could just, make sure anyone knows they're banned if they don't behave, So. Yeah, there's lots of ideas. I would love to hear if you have any other ideas. Those are the current working ones. I originally put this on a separate layer to tone it down, but I don't really know if it needs it. Setting shadowed everything. Nothing's super interesting right now, but it needs to be done. Okay. Yeah, I think the bone spikes need to be a little bit more, I don't know, something. It's kind of annoying because, again, I didn't really do my layers right, so. What if we just... Okay, we're close. We need this to be a little wider. A little bit wider. A little bit darker. Yeah, that's about right. Now we're adding a little bit of grime. What's life without a little bit of grime? Okay. I guess in the shadow layer, we do need these to be. Sure. Like I was not very clean with a lot of my work here. Oh well. What are you gonna do? And then I need to go back. This is bothering me. I'd be down for a game jam type thing, but not sure how that would work though. Yeah, I mean, it's like we kind of have a small, like a pretty small community for a game jam, you know? So it might be a little bit weird, but at the same time, I don't know if, like, the more I think about it, the more I'm like, I don't know if that's really, if that really should stop us per se, you know? Because honestly, doing a game jam and then making a video on that is pretty good as far as like video ideas. I think it would be a good one, personally. So this is coming together pretty well. But yeah, I mean, either we could do like a game jam where it's like we all do one piece together, right? Where it's like just a game jam, but we're all kind of working together to like make something within like a 2-day period, or we could potentially do something more like, you know, I mean, if we did it like HTCG, it would be like a 2-week game jam. We could do it like a much less committal thing, like, which is what Grot was saying. He was like, I don't want to spend, you know, 2 weeks on a game. Like, we could do like a 48-hour weekend game jam or something. I'm back. Sorry, I had to talk about nerd stuff with someone. Classic. Nothing really. I mean, we're just working on rendering this out. But thank you. Yeah. I'll bang out the artwork in a day, no worries. Yeah, I guess that's like the big thing is like the artwork part, right? For most people, I think art would take a good amount of time, but I wouldn't necessarily assume everyone wants to do art either. So, you know, I don't know. I feel like it's kind of like there should be art if we're gonna do it. I don't know. Do I get brutal again with this deck? Do I put blood in here? Do we do a little tiny bit of a... It does help draw your eye down there, but I almost feel like I need to do like another sort of paths here. Something more concrete. They're like footpaths. There's not like a road per se. I think the scale is kind of wrong with everything, which is part of the problem. Like the distance between buildings and stuff. I think we do that and then we just like tone it back a bit. Yeah, that helps. And then probably like making these windows and doors on these buildings be some other color. Maybe brown. But yeah, we could do, I don't know, this. We were also talking about what we should do for special events for reaching 20 and also 30 subs. I want to do more special event stuff anyway, so it's a good excuse to do it. Yeah, I was mentioning doing, you know, something as simple as like the same thing we did last time for our follower goal, which was doing like a art day where I draw art for you guys, or something more complex like a game jam or something like that. These are supposed to be like people up here. I don't know if it reads that way, but what if we do this? And we... Nah, it just makes it look more weird. What if we did a game jam light where you propose a game ideas, we all come up with, then have rounds of voting where we all choose the coolest one, and whichever we turn into an actual game. Something simple, doesn't have to be big, like rock, paper, scissors, but a card game. That could be interesting. Yeah, I feel like if we did a game jam, it would have to, I guess with a small community, it's probably better to do something simple, right? Sorry, I'm just checking something. Sorry, I was reading something. Yeah, I mean, that would be cool. Like, so, like I said, the two ideas sort of for that would be we could either do like a game jam where it is like solely you guys working on your own projects, or we could do something where it's like we all make a game collectively. Like you guys could throw art at me and game ideas, and we make a game within a stream. And we probably do like a long stream, right? Like 3 hours wouldn't be enough for that, but we could do like a 6-hour stream or a 10-hour stream and make a game. Toot! Man with a sword. Alright, nice to see you again. How you doing, Miss? With a mighty mod, praise thee, indeed. A beetle wielding a sword. What else can I do here? I'm kind of I'm kind of unsure where to go with this. I kind of don't like the line art here. Maybe that's just me. This feels kind of thick. And then this part here needs to like come over more. It, like was not, did not look didn't look right. It didn't do right, I'll tell you what. Looks good to me. What's the purpose of the card? The card, I mean, well, one, it goes into the God of War deck. This is the arena card. Currently, the ability on the card is you take like the power of 2 heroes, and it combines them into or gives that power to a third hero. That's kind of the idea. Loosely. Basically destroys or disables 2 heroes, and then those 2 heroes, it takes all the units from them and puts them on a new card. Consolidating power. I guess I do need a light pass. I didn't do any lighting. The question is, do we do like a light blue kind of like sunlight kind of thing, or like a bright yellow? Probably a bright yellow. An add layer too crazy? Probably. Push-ups, sit-ups. Think? Yeah. You see I made it cheaper for you, Toot? I'm a kind but benevolent ruler. Benevolent but whatever, you know what I mean. Kind and benevolent? I'm blanking out what benevolent actually means. Anyway. Always rocking the ideas. We could do a weekly game jam thing, like every Friday is a game jam, but for a month or something. Merciful. Okay, so then I guess I was right. It's, yeah. Oh, I realized I just had this on, just pointing at the floor at nothing. Should be pointing at the kitty. Anyway, that would be probably too much, but yeah, let me do some push-ups. Wait, sit-ups. Look at cat. What are you wearing, Jake from State Farm? I like khaki pants. What do you want from me? Workout stream, let's go. Put a pentagram symbol on the ground. That way you can feels more like a ritual combat rather than an arena match. Potentially. I mean, I don't want to really feel magical necessarily, because it's not really magic. Like, these people shouldn't be using magic as far as the lore goes. I mean, maybe they would. I don't know, but what could be cool along those lines... Old. You gave me an idea. You like joggers. Am I blanking on what that is? Or am I correct in what? Yes. Yes, I do. They're nice. I have like 2 of them. Sorry, I was blanking on what it actually meant. Tapered sweats. Yeah. No, for some reason I'm a khakis guy. I don't know. I couldn't tell you why. Maybe do it more like this so we can get it. No, the other way. I think no matter what I do, it's not going to quite fit how I want it. But yeah, Adonis, I feel like I need a jacked emotes to represent. Yeah, sorry, I missed, somehow I missed a bunch of stuff there. Toots wants a jacked emote. We could do a jacked emote. Maybe we could do that after this if it's not too late. Yeah, weekly game jam I think would be too much. I'd be down. I would rather just have it be like a quick, like a event, you know? I suppose we could have something like that though. Is this not the right layer? Let's do that. I guess that works. Never mind. That was weird. Also like too clean now. Oh, I know I was doing. I was drawing and not. I understand now. Sometimes you draw and not erase. This is the God of War symbol, by the way, if you didn't know. In this universe. Some of the towers would be cool too. Just saying it might be hard to do a game in one stream. Yeah, that's fair. I don't know, there's like a few, like, I just want it to be subtle. You saying like symbols? Or we could do them on the banners even, potentially. We could do like, you know, put it, probably be better to just draw it rather than shrink it down, but do something like that on the banners. My banners, if they can fit. It can, it just, I mean, we'll just kind of sketch it in, right? Kind of like a, it's kind of like a little guy dancing, but not really. Why is it the symbol of the God of War? I don't know. Don't ask. Not like that. We could have a card tournament thing where you play poker or Go Fish or something like that on stream. The cool thing about that is depending on which site you can play with you but not actually communicate, so a little chance of slurs. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we could do like just like a game with me kind of thing. Like we'd even do like I said, we could do like marbles on stream, you know, like we could do like a typical streamer sort of game, right? Or something, you know, it doesn't have to be anything crazy. Or I could just, you know, be like fine with talking with the people that I know already anyway. Because like I know most of you and I'm pretty certain y'all aren't going to be bad, you know? it just looks too mushroomy. I don't know, I think we're getting close to a point of this just being good enough. I feel like it's missing something though, and I'm trying to decide what that is. Yeah, it all takes one guy who's an ass to ruin it and yell the N-word, so better safe than sorry. I agree. I agree. Dead endlings in the arena. I don't think they would bring endlings into the arena. I mean, they could. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out that, like, lore-wise. I don't think that would be... like, I don't think this is, like, on the battlefield, you know? Like, when they're out there, they're not coming back here. I don't know, that's just kind of my thought, but... I think it's honestly something with the spikes that's throwing me off. I think they're almost... like, compositionally, something feels... unbalanced, maybe. People in the tower seem a little small. Yeah, maybe. Suppose we could scale them up a little bit. Then bro goes black and white to check the comp. Did. Yeah, I mean the proportions here aren't perfect, but little vignette action, maybe? Brush. That feels a little better. He knows what he's doing. Who said symbols are nice touch? Yeah, I think they worked out nice. Yeah, I think the vignette helps a lot. Because, like, look at the difference between that and this, right? Right now, my eyes are drawn to the sides of the thing, but when I do this, it feels like I'm being drawn toward the middle. I also think one other touch would be a little bit more... My eyes are drawn to you. What a Toots thing to say. I only have eyes for you. Why does my Twitch say I'm offline? Oh. It's fine. I don't know. Weird. Hello? I put that on the wrong layer. Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Wait, what was this layer? I haven't labeled any of my layers this time around. What do I get? Once, wait, hold on. Sorry, I missed some stuff. If I had to guess why you're bothered, the composition is probably because the arena feels like trap space. Don't see any bleeding lines either. There's not a lot of movement. Yeah, I guess it's true. Once I said to my girlfriend, she kissed my bare eye, like lips to bare eye, and it hurts so bad. Like an octopus giving me an eye massage. Rip. You know what, Toots? You're right. But, at this point, I think it's too late. But I do have one last idea to kind of throw it all together. Doesn't it look great? Isn't this exactly what you wanted to see? Multiply is not the right color there. Sure, let's do a burn and then just... I think it still has an impressive... I think it's still an impressive piece. Lots of depth and atmosphere perspective. I'm a fan. Yeah. I don't think it's bad, but I kind of like this. Let's see if we can roll with this a little bit more. Can we... I want to duplicate this. Control J is duplicate for some reason in this stupid program. Adding a little bit of darkness in the background to bring your eye more forward. And then last bit here. As the gods are shining on this man. I don't normally use this for this style, but we're gonna give it a shot. You like that? Is that cool? Well, the other thing I guess we didn't do as well is that the people don't have any shadows. These little guys. I don't know why I keep using this color. It doesn't look good against... Well, actually, okay. There we go. I think that's it. I think we've spent enough time on this piece, honestly. Just double checking like two things here. Yeah, I think that's it. Gee. Yeah, that feels a lot better. All those additions. Okay, fine. Last thing, just because I want to do it. There's a thought I had at the beginning, and it's not even that interesting. It's just adding some patterning to the rug. Again, you're not going to be able to see this in the final thing. That's why I'm going kind of fast on this, but a lot of it's going to be blocked out. I almost wonder if I should be doing it, but seemed like it needed something. Most of it's hidden, but sometimes I like to do it in case I want to do like a phone background or something. So badass, man. Thank you. Yeah, I think it turned out pretty cool. I think we're good. I think we're done. You prefer the art side of making the game, or the games, or of the game system? gonna assume you mean or the game system. Yeah. I don't know. I kind of like both, honestly. Yeah, honestly, I kind of like both. I don't know if I have a preference. I would say I like art more on stream a lot of the time because it's kind of just easier, because it's easier to like chat and do that. Whereas like if I'm working on the game mechanics, it's a little more complicated, but I do like both. I don't know. Yeah, I think I would say it's almost equal, weirdly enough. I already read that. Sorry, good. That was a good addition. Sorry, I was heating up food. How dare you? On my stream? Leaving me? How hecking dare you? Done. You're done. You're done. It's 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 done. Okay. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Oh, hold on. I know I just said it was done. But I need to get this off of here. Okay. Damn. Did you add God Rays? Yeah, I figured like he's the champion. He's chosen by the God of War to be more powerful. Thought it was kind of cool, you know? Kind of. Rather than it being like a ritual, like you said, kind of be more like that kind of vibe, but instead it's like being blessed instead of like ritual combat via God blessing, you know? The arena card, the Ariba card. That was Anonymous that said ritual, was it? Am I losing my mind? Look at the God race. That's how you go blind. True. He's the chosen one. He is. Using Go the only one. The bald. Maybe he's bald. Yeah, maybe that's just the reflection of light off his bald head. Okay. I worship that scalp. For some reason that just grossed me out. I don't know why. I'm not one to get grossed out by words, but for some reason, oh god. But for some reason that got me a little bit. It didn't feel great to write. Should we get this card in here? Armies Against Entropy. Game design. I'm trying to think. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get this into the game real quick. I want to write down some of y'all's ideas on what we should do for. I knew that was coming. What we should do for events. like just a bunch of ideas, and then we'll have a poll in the Discord. And then if we have a smidge more time, we can do a doodle, or not a doodle, an emote in honor of Toots. He wants a jacked emote. And he did happen to give 8 subs, so he's a mad lad. Just making sure I wasn't missing anything. I said there was something going on in the server, but I'm losing my mind, I think. Oh, I see. Okay, I see. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That has nothing to do with this. What has nothing to do with what? The fact that you contributed a bunch, and therefore I think you deserve never gifted any subs. All right. Wink. No subs. You're right. I'm sorry. No one will ever know. Wink. Arriba. I mean, do I just call it Gladiator Arena or Combat Arena or... I didn't pay for the sub, dude. Let's call it Gladiator Arena for now. Maybe we come up with a better name. Did we write down the effect? I really hope we did. I know we talked about it a good bit. We did not. It was something along the lines of... Does the God of War have a name? He does? I'm blanking on what it is. You're thinking of naming it after him? That'd be kind of cool. God of War is Mal. Mal, God of War. Arena of Mal. I don't know. Doesn't sound as cool as, like, if the name was cooler, I think it might have. I don't know. I'm thinking about that. I'll ponder on that for a second. Okay, let's talk about what this ability actually does. The concept was, I think I want it to be disables instead of kills, because otherwise I think then the deck needs the well, I guess it could have Graveyard in the deck. Mortal Kombat Arena. Thomas, do you like Mortal Kombat? Good question. Okay, disable 2 heroes. Lose all units on those heroes I guess it'd be remove. Remove all but 1 unit on those heroes. And the question is, do you move it or do you get to play an additional card for this? I guess part of the cost was removing 2 heroes. Should we start with just making it more powerful, though? Now more of a Tekken player. Tekken. Dude, I love King so much. But like the games for the most part. Yeah, King's hype. Killer Instinct Arena. I missed that one. Immortal Wombats. Disable 2 heroes. How do we write the cost of a thing? Whatever. Remove all but 1 unit from those heroes. Place a hero card. I think this should just all say hero. We'll see how it works. I'm a fan of making the thing overpowered and then nerfing it. Mouse tournament. It's Mal, M-A-L, Mal, but yeah, I gotcha. Mal's tournament. Maybe tournament doesn't really necessarily feel like a structure though. That's my only thing. Place a hero card from your hand. That hero gains units equal to the number of units lost on the previous 2. It's probably not the best way to word it, but disable 2 heroes. Remove all but 1 unit on those heroes. Place a hero card from your hand. That hero gains units equal to the number of units lost on the previous 2. Rage Cage. Welcome to the Rage Cage. The bone. No, we're not the Bone Zone. Hello, DDP. On that note, hi, DDP. The Thunderdome. Seems wordy. It do seem wordy. It's less wordy than I think it sounds. It feels wordy. And maybe it's too many words. It does have a lot of icons in it, so it should still fit, I think, but it feels maybe not as clear as it should be, personally. While I think about that for a second, or if y'all want to give me a better suggestion, I will throw this in here for now. Structures. We'll upload the art while we contemplate. The place of battle where those fight and the ultimate warrior gains power of the 2 losers, making the winner all that more powerful. It's a great card name. Glitch Kitten, hello. Kitten XO, to be exact. Blue. Hulu. I really like your art style. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you. Not sure you need the stuff about placing the new hero. Would it just be a hero that's pre-existing on the board then? Hello, Deep Toot. The deepest of toots. Because if it's just transferring units, I feel like that's a lot less interesting. But I'm unsure. Well, one, you get to play a card once you move units to a card. Like, how powerful do we want it to be, right? Does it have to be a card that exists already on the playfield? Or is it playing a new card and it gets those units? How strong must it be? If you're taking if you're taking units from 2 and adding it to a third, right? Or is it letting you play an additional hero? That's what I'm wondering. I don't know. I think that was like the initial idea, maybe. Or we had talked about that, I think. Or maybe I just assumed that in my head, but I have a feeling I missed the ad. I sure did. Oh. Did I do on 11 minutes ago? Did I not do the push-ups or sit-ups, or am I losing my mind? I definitely didn't. Dude, why do you let me get away with this stuff? Right? I totally didn't. Try not to push. No, you're the mod. It's your job now. It's your job to tell me what to do. I'm at 2K points. 13 more for a dude. Ah, there you go. All right. Oh, heck yeah. Time for push-up. We did it. Look at those crazy tries. They call me the try guy. Neats, do your push-ups. Thank you. Here's Luna again. It just looks like a pillow, but it is a cat, I assure you. I think it combine second and third sentence into something like move all but one unit from your disabled heroes to a new hero. Yeah, I was thinking about something like that. I think I know what you mean. Yeah, I got what you mean. Disable 2 heroes. Most cats look like pillows, but pillows won't remove your eyes if you treat them like one. Yep. Oh my gosh, I am no good at strength. Also cute cat, thank you. Yeah, she's just kind of blobbing. But she is fluffy and cute, so what can I say? Yeah, I think yeah, do you see the kitty emotes? Show them off, Toot. Disable, what's her name? Luna. I know it isn't super original. After I named her Luna, I found out like 20,000 other people have named their cat Luna. But it isn't after what you would think. I named her after the book Stella Luna, which is about a bat. If you have not read that book. It's very cute. I guess, how do I get those? Let's say you must subscribe, or alternatively, I believe if you get to, how many points is it? You can get 480 points to unlock a emote of your choice. Although I think that's only for like 24 hours. Was Luna a follower emote? Oh yeah, look at that. Wait, right? There we go. Thank you for the follow. Right? Yeah, the base ones. Yeah. Are you? Yeah? I can't tell. Doesn't actually tell me. Let's hope it's true. Otherwise, we just scammed you into a follow. Yes, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome on in. Cat's moving. That's because there's a car driving by. Hi. Luna. Hey, you. You look at me? No, she's too fixated on people outside. I didn't see a kitty one, but I found this one. It's a fire axolotl. Yeah, it's the hodolotl. Cast divine feline location. Ah, here you go. Axolotl. Yeah, axolotl or hodolotl, whichever you prefer. There is a full drawing of that, but first, Toot redeemed the old Luna redeem, aka cast divine feline location. Oh wait, not that. We need to get phone camera. There we go. Say hi to yourself, chat. There you are in my teleprompter. Okay. Hi, you. Oh, that maw. Ta-da. Back to work. Big yawn kitty. Psst, 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 psst. Sorry for interrupting your stream. I was looking around at live channels and it's not going, I'm not going to lie. I saw the cat cam and immediately interested. Yeah, I would argue you're certainly not interrupting. I agree. You're definitely not interrupting. That is the whole point. We like new friends here, so feel free to interrupt to your heart's content. I will show you the axolotl or hodolotl. Where is it? Live art? No, wait, that's thumbnails. Random art. Here's the axolotl in all its glory. Hope you got enough cat. Yeah, there you go. So there's that. And then we also have the water variant. Looks like he's made of lava. Yeah, it's pretty cool, right? And then there's the waddle, which is the water one. At some point we will probably do an air and an earth one, but you know, you can blame Fig for that one. Anyway, I think this one turned out pretty cool. I like the I like circle, you know? Circle good. Yeah. Anyway, I'm still trying to decide if this should just move the units or if it should place a new card. Axe of Pebble. Yeah, I don't really know how to do Avatar Last Airbender axolotls. I'm very glad I followed you. Good. I'm glad you're here. Yeah, Axorockle. Yeah, I was like Rockalockle or something. Fig came up with actually a good few names for them, and I can't remember what they actually were. But what do you guys think? Should this card? Well, I'll just show the art. Will this card play a card and then transfer the units, or is just transferring the units from hero to hero powerful enough without playing a new card? I lay claim to Axolotl. There you go. You've now claimed it, I suppose. Anonymous said, another way you could do is disable 2 heroes, play a new hero with units equal to disabled units. Disabled units now have 1. Okay, yeah, I see that. I think powerful enough, but I'm not an expert. Okay, so no playing an additional card. You're probably right, honestly. So maybe we do it. Yeah, we're thanks for indulging me. It's getting a little late, so I'm going to hop off. Do you stream often? I do. I stream 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, although the schedule is staggered. So it's like the morning for I mean, depending on where you are, right? I'm in EST. So it's in the morning on Mondays, in the afternoon, or afternoon on Wednesdays, and evenings on Fridays. The schedule is on my page though. If you scroll down, I think you should be able to look at my schedule. So, bye, kitten. But yeah, we basically work on this card game mostly and kind of work on all the arts for it and stuff like that. So, yeah. I appreciate you stopping in. I'm thinking only moving Astronaut up, but also lose a bit of flavor by not playing a new hero. Yeah. Oh, cool. I see the schedule. Have a good stream. It was nice meeting you. Yeah, it was nice meeting you too. Thank you for following and for joining in, for hanging out. Yeah, hope to see you next time. Indeed. Indeed, indeed. Yeah, sometimes I'll write a statement and then realize like it's easier to rewrite it after you write it than it is to rewrite it before you've written it, you know what I mean? What did DDP say here? So I don't think you did a Discord notification for stream. I didn't, did I? Kind of late now. We're gonna basically be done. Okay, so this is official. I'm getting a bot next time. Well, Monday's always kind of hard unless I do it over the weekend. We'll figure it out. By next week Wednesday stream, I'm gonna have a bot that does it because it's just dumb that I don't. I'm gonna head out to good stream, good card. I'll catch you guys later. All right, Ira, see you later. Appreciate you being here. Have a great rest of your day, night, whatever it may be. Actually, I think you're the same EST, so have a great rest of your night. Well, I missed whatever. feel like kind of the same summoning extra hero as well as stacking him with a bunch of units one turn could be too OP. Okay, so let's not do it, and if worst case we change it. How do you word this, Anonymous? Hold on, we're gonna, sorry, I'm featuring you. Oh wait, no, I'm not. Featured you for half a second. Look at that. There's Anonymous. Subscriber, founder, 4 months. It is technically shorter. Disable to, it'd be hero because we're doing the icon. Play a new hero with UNT. We'll type out equal to the disabled heroes. Wait, this wouldn't be right because this is too OP. Okay, we gotta do two. There's two thoughts I have here. One is, yeah, this doesn't work anymore, does it? Because of what we're just talking about. So it's gonna be, the other thing we do want to do is, because we want this to synergize with, yeah, it's for summoning additional hero. Yeah. One of the things we wanted to do was make this synergize with the hut, whatever it's called, Waste Haven, which means this needs to be reworded from attacked to when a hero loses units outside of unit phase, basically. And then this has to say loses units, essentially. Heroes, the remove units from the, that's part of the reason it, is part of the reason my first one was wordy, is I was trying to make it synergize well with the Waste Haven is the problem. Remove units from disable 2 heroes and remove all units but 1. 3 units from all units disable and remove all units but 1 from 2 heroes. Place units equal to units removed on a new hero. On another hero in play. Disable and remove all units but 1 from 2 heroes. Place units equal to 2 units removed on another hero in play. This does require you to have 3 heroes, which is interesting. Disable and remove all units but 1 from 2 heroes in play. From 2 heroes. Place units equal to units removed on another hero in play. I guess that works. This might also need to have some sort of base effect to go along with it, but for now, that's a way less wordy. Like, I could see it having... What if it's just placed from one to another? Like, disable 1 hero and move units from 1 hero to another. You can make the synergy with the hut a bit clearer if you say equal to units lost rather than removed. I think remove is the terminology we usually use, actually. Yeah, remove is usually the term we use, so I'll just make sure Waste Haven has the correct terminology. Gain units when a hero... That's a good question. Maybe it's both. Maybe I do use both. I don't know if we have a... We do use lose when it's taking damage and removed when you're moving units off of it. So I think you might be right, DDP. I'll call that right. I'll call you right. Well, I use remove for the cost, though. Hey, look, another fake person. Monitored suspicious user. Get the frick out of here. But needing 3 does make it more difficult to do, which is probably a good thing. We'll try it. We'll see what happens. We'll just leave it as is. Gain 1 unit when a hero loses units outside of unit. we'll try it. I think yeah, the terminology isn't perfectly clear. I think you're right, DDP, but I think it's too late for me to like fully comprehend what I'm doing right now. Like that could be, oh wait. That makes it so much more powerful though. Because I just made it so when you attack, it also gains units. It gains a unit when you attack, and it gains a unit when you take damage. No, it was supposed to be when you take damage, not when you attack. Although I don't know if it's necessarily like weaker than Butcher. It is. Isn't attacking and taking damage essentially the same? No. Because, I mean, yeah, you take damage when you attack, but you also take damage when you defend. And if it's on both ends, that makes it double the power. Before it was when you were attacked, you gain a unit, and now it's when your hero loses a unit, which makes this like incredibly powerful. Probably one of the best unit generators in the game, potentially. Is that okay? Am I okay with that? I don't know. Let's do some sit-ups. Maybe give like a max unit effect. I'm gonna think about it. Too much noise outside. Maria says she's sorry that it makes you suffer. Honestly, I'm happy for it. Getting me in shape. I feel strong. Game 1 unit, when a hero loses unit. I mean, it could be a unit effect, but hey, no. Said, you're being too nice. You laughed at the Russian accent. Good. No, I actually do appreciate it. I wouldn't have put it on there if I didn't want to get in shape, you know? So it's true. Honestly, I don't even remember what I said in my Russian accent. I blacked out for a minute, I think. Game 1 unit when a hero loses units outside a unit phase. Whatever, we'll go for it. Worst case is busted, and we do something about it later. Oh, damn it. I hope we get another bridge situation. This will not be another bridge situation. Bridge breaks the game on a fundamental level. This would just be broken in the sense that it's just kind of strong. Bridge was like breaking the game in like all sorts of ways. Like breaking the base rules of the game. Ah, we didn't put the card art in there. I really like the animation you did around the bridge. Yeah, me too. I thought it looked cool. Little nail be popping out of the bridge. Yeah. I think that was a fun one. It's cool to use the cards as like in animations. Like that was fun with the newest one, right? That was a fun time. Hey, stop. No. Bad kitty. Look at this little butt. What are you doing? What are you scratching my carpet for, huh? No, I don't like it. That's right, run away. That's what I thought. Okay. What a little kitten. He just wants to play and or have her treats. There we go. There's the card. Looks a little bit weird, but we'll format it nicer later. There we go. It looks pretty good. I like it. Okay, lastly, we've got 20 minutes left. What do we want to do? Do you want me to draw an emote? Or not an emote. Well, I guess it would be an emote. Draw a strong beats emote, or that's what I did, wasn't it? That was the Russian accent. Or do we want to talk about what events we want to do? Like what special events we want to do? I'm okay with either. Hey, you're being a little brat. Oh, I feel like we're kind of all falling off at this point. I need water. That's what I need. I guess let's art. Let's do. Let us art. This is for you, Toots. I had a feeling you disappeared on me. Gone forever. How dare you? How dare you even leave me for but a moment? You want strong beats? Look at this guy. Look at his armored beats. It's almost like you can see his messages in chat. It's almost like he is here with like super exaggerated jack. Imagining like Trogdor arms coming out of coming out of my hoodie. Is Trogdor too old of a reference? Do people understand that? Too old / niche. I feel like Trogdor is understandable. I feel like people know who Trogdor is. But maybe I'm crazy. I hope you know you're probably the only person who's going to use this emote. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to like fit it into frame. You also are making me draw. At the very least, I understand the reference. Okay, good. I guess his head needs to be cropped off. I'm not making you draw anything. You are, though. You forced my hand. I can't say what it means, though. Trogdor. Hold on. This is what. Wait. Like just a beefy arm like this, just coming out of. What's that from? How do you not? Okay, so you don't know Trogdor. I see. Strongbad, homestarrunner.com. It's like an online like Flash cartoon series from like the early 2000s. I feel like Kitten, stop scratching my stuff. No. Okay. Jeebums. Jeebums, Kit. I feel like... Dude, I feel like no one else is going to use this. That's my biggest concern. I feel like this is an emote just for you. But I'm doing it anyway. Strong beats. It's totally a fair concern. Arm. Muscle. You're 100% do not have to follow through with this. Just because I want something doesn't mean you need to do it. I know, but I'm doing it anyway. Worst case, it's not an emote, you know? Worst case is it's for you and we'll throw it on 7TV. It probably won't. Well, I don't know. We got enough slots, you know? Do you want, like, are you looking for this kind of pose, or are you looking for, like the... What are we doing here, Toot? Arms overhead, arms, like, down like this. Look up Tiny from Crash Bandicoot. Tiny. Crash. Mother trucker. Crash Bandicoot. But you want me to change like the proportions of me? No, I'm asking what pose you're looking for. You want me to have the triangle bod. You want me to be like this. Dude, you've lost your mind. Has some interesting poses. Really absurdly yoked. I was just imagining my normal body with girl. Why are you attacking me? Hold on. The kitten must be got. Get over here. You're in trouble. Yeah, you're in trouble. Yeah, you're in trouble, kitten. Why are you being a butt? Hmm? Oh! A scary car driving by. Okay, ow. Ow. She attacked me first, to be fair. I was imagining ripped hoodie and just giant arms coming out of my normal bod, you know? All right, I guess I'm just gonna do this the way I imagined. Like, just my arms are jacked. I skipped leg day, you know? Oh yeah, that's the idea. I mean, normally my character doesn't have arms at all, so you know what we're gonna do? I need to draw this, and then we're gonna crop it. We're gonna delete the hands. Well, yeah. These are my shoulder muscles. My shoulder muscles are popping out. I guess these probably wouldn't be my shoulder muscles. These would be like... Sorry, I'm gonna do the pose. Yeah, the arms should be angled up slightly. It's kind of like... It doesn't look right on the perspective. You're asking me to do anatomy of arms, which is not something A, that goes with this style, and B, which is kind of funny, right? Like that's the absurdity of it, but also not something I've done recently. Muscles have to be huge. This dude's. This, I guess this arm would be like slightly behind me. Just sending me flexing references. Is this you? Is that you in your prime? It's important. If two can have a hand, add a hand, give a hand to a fry, I believe you can give arms to a human. True. To be fair, him giving arms to a fry was my idea. So I guess that means that, I guess that proves your point even more, huh? Indeed, it was his idea. Me just having a deadpan look on my face isn't helping the drawing look correct. I'm just like, This is absurd. I'm loving this. This is how you look in my dreams. Yeah. Same. This is so ridiculous. You ever just like realize what you're doing? And then you realize what you're doing is something absurd. Absolutely. I'm trying to anatomy correctly, which is a challenge. I ruined it. I made it worse. I guess it kind of has like this. I guess this is the part that's, you know. Looks like I have like horse hooves for my leg, for my arms. I have horse legs for arms. There we go. That's better. You can't make me draw hands, though. That's all I'm gonna say. Strong beats. Don't worry, strong beats isn't real. Strong beats. Whatever that meme is, you know what I mean? Don't worry, strong beats can't hurt you. Don't worry, strong beats can't use strong beats. I don't know if this is what you were looking for, but this is what we're getting. For some reason I always struggle with like elbows. Never know how they're supposed to look. I guess there's like this and then like another thing. We'll refine that in a second. Oh. Meow. Kitty meow. Okay. Why? What is happening here? Oh, I think it's okay. I got it. Sub halfling. We're drawing strong beats because Toots wanted strong beats. That's pretty much the only reason. Gosh dang it. Okay, we need to add some muscle definition, and this arm also needs to be kind of scooched inward. Honestly, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get rid of this and then do it underneath. Use Control Shift B, then the same here. X, Control Shift V, and then we can kind of just move the arm behind here. Look like a freaking bro. You know what I mean? Damn. It's beautiful, too. It's a damn. Which way is the gun show? Strong beats. Get in. How many times do I have to ask you not to attack my carpet? Little Smith? Swole beats. Strong swole beats. Okay. You got. I do. How do muscles work? Burger beats cake. There you go. That's so absurd. She's craving attention. She sure is, yes. Add, oh. Honestly, at this point, we're kind of just gonna truck through it. We're kind of in overtime anyway. There's your song. Or toot. I look like a gym bro. If I had the energy, I'd have my hat backwards, but I don't have that kind of. I don't have that kind of energy. Do I? It's not as like we can't. It doesn't work that way. We can't flip it in 3 dimensions, unfortunately. Eh. We don't need to look like a complete tool. Oh God. You'll raise the left brow. Yeah, I need to. Now I think we're doing the expression. I think the arms are good. Now the expression. The left brow, specifically. I'm gonna raise it up even higher and then lower both of them. Do we need to have an expression like? Is a wink too much? Wait, which eyebrow goes up in a wink? I think it's that one. This is Giga Beats instead of Giga Chad. I literally have an eye closed thing that looks good. These. Hey, what are you doing? I feel like the wink is too much. Do you think the wink is too much? I feel like it's just better a normal eye. I feel like it's too much going on. You like the wink? Okay. Will the wink be the other eye? And yes, Giga Beats. Is Giga Chad like a normal emote, or is that like a special emote? I'm assuming it's just like a per server emote. Yeah, probably. Okay, there we go. Let's duplicate the whole gosh dang thing. Hide this one. And frame it properly. It looks... I can't handle it. I think the wink is too much. I can't handle the wink. I don't think I can handle the wink. Sparkles. Are you proud of your creation? No, it's an abomination. Do you want sparkles? I feel like somehow that might make the wink better. Because it's because then it seems more like a joke. Strong beats. Beats, this one's for you. Why did I do this for you? I don't know. Actually, I do know. There we go. Bro. God. What have I done? I'm gonna take a page out of Buttes' book here and fill in this spot right here. And there we go. Giga Beats. Have a book, you do. Clap, clap, clap. Indeed. Actually, that might... Does that work as a 7TV emote? I don't have clap. That's surprising. Thought I would have added that. Congrats on your book, dudes. Hope it sells well. I hope we get to read it someday. Oh, we gotta say this is a PNG. Export PNG. Okay. Let's swap over to full screen. Oop, wrong thing. Say hi to yourself. Oh wait, this is the wrong thing. Emotes. Beats Deception, indeed. Oh, shit. Oh, it gave us 2. It gave us 2 slots instead of 1. Oh, because we got to 30 instead of 20. Because 20 was when you did the when you're like, it's just 1 more or what, or 4 more, and I'm like, yeah, and then you're like, well, bam, and then we got to 10 more from that. So we have 2 more standard slots, 2 more animated slots, plus 2 bonus animated slots, which I don't know why they're in a separate category, and then another standard tier 2 one, but I guess we got even more emotes. We'll have to think of some. You guys can discuss. And I will be disgusted. You know what I mean? I'm looking in the wrong folder. I'm like, why can't I find this? Swole beats, gigabeats, strong beats. What are we thinking? What do you want to call this guy? Gigabeats feels on Twitch brand. I think Strong Beats has a better ring to it, but... Oops. Wait, what? PNG not supported. There we go. Strong Beats. I feel like Gigabeats is more like I said, Twitch coded. Feels more Twitch like. As much as I think Strong Beats sounds funnier. Is a better, sounds good wordser, you know? But what do you want? I'm kind of a fan of doing, like, having your emotes like reflect other streamers. That way when someone comes into your stream, they know what the emote is, you know? I think that's kind of a cool thing, and you just have a version of the emotes that exist. I think it's cool to have your own emotes too, but yeah, this is just spinning forever, huh? Oh, because I clicked on the wrong thing. It was trying to make it a GIF, which it is not. There we go. Okay. Giga beats. Oops, that's just gig beats. Giga. There's 2 G's or 1 G? There's only 1 G. Why did I think it was 2? I don't know. Gigabeats. It's so ridiculous. Okay. Done. That one goes out to Toot. Was that one instantly approved? It was instantly approved. Refresh. Spam the gigabeats. Refresh. Refresh. I think, in theory. My thing's broken. Yes. Gigabeats. I don't know how it looks as an emo, but it's pretty good. This is awesome. It's so stupid. I love it. There you go. There's my Gigabeats cosplay. Anyway. Oh, Halfling can't do it. So sad. Oh, wait. Can he? Yeah, no, it's not part of the standard emotes. Wait. Huh? I'm really confused now, actually, because in theory, Luna Stare should be one of the standard emotes. But they were able to use Axolotl. That's weird. That's messed up. Okay, you can. You use Axolotl? Halfling? Weird. I don't know how that happened then. That's a weird glitch. Anyway, here we are, I suppose. Twitch is off doing Twitch things again. I guess so. Anyway, all right, let's quickly talk about this because I want to do it. Even though I should probably just be done, but we'll go for a smidge longer just because I want to write these things down. You know, whatever, we'll just create it here. There's an unlock a random sub emote. Yeah, I guess it's true. Maybe that's what happened. I don't know. Beats. This is events. Okay. Let's talk for half a second. So again, I want to do some events for reaching sub goals. And I want to talk about that real quick because I want to make a list of what we should do for that. Idea one was a game jam. I don't know how long it would be. We would kind of like figure that out after the fact. Option one is a game jam. This would probably be card or board game, just because everyone else does video games, but we could also vote on that as well if someone wants to, whatever, if other people are wanting to do something else. It's your thing. Yeah, I mean, that's why I figured like it'd be cool, but if we want to do like an all inclusive challenge because we don't have that many people in the Discord server, then whatever. We make a game together. This would be like I stream, everyone provides you know what, I'm gonna do this. We're actually gonna write up some stuff on these. Okay, game jam, probably card or board game. And lasting 2 days to 2 weeks, depending on what we vote for. If selected. Yeah, if you guys have ideas, I would love to hear them. Like, we could do what we did for the follower goal, which was like what we did last time, which was the art stream. I draw whatever chat wants. Right, we could do that again. We make a game together. This would be I stream. Everyone provides art, comma, game mechanics, comma, rules, etc. And we make that game over the course of a long stream. Stream plus lots of polls, or we make a game together. Yeah, that's basically what it would be. 100%. All of these will be like, we'll do a poll to decide on what of these we do. But I want to like make a list of things, of options that we can choose from, right? We could do beats, plays, games. So I play video games. That's it. I play video games. Or play, I guess, a video game of your choice. I'm like, I don't mind playing video games, but I feel like it feels like meh. Like everyone else is doing that, so I'm kind of like, eh. I like polls. Quick Toots, make a poll about who likes polls. I mean, I did it before, but you can like on his channel when I was promoted to a mod, so you have the power, Toot. I made like 2 polls and Toot didn't even notice. / poll. Might be hard on mobile if you're on mobile though. I'm pretty sure I did it on mobile. I can't remember. Beats plays games. We could do community games. We all play a game together. Unsure about this with comms. With, yeah. How do you spell comms, like when you're talking about voice comms? I don't know. That was just COMS, but two M's. You did it. Who likes polls? I like polls. I really like polls. I love polls. No polls. Throw my polls. Throw away my vote. When do I really like polls? I don't know if I love polls, you know? What else do we got? What are ideas? Oh, we had a deck building competition. Let's specify AAE deck building competition. Using the new cards from AAE, build a deck. Whoever makes the most interesting or powerful deck wins and gets a free art redeem. Yes, let's see who can break her game the most. That's kind of, I thought that'd be kind of cool. We could do a AEE card design competition as well. It's tied between liking and loving polls. 2-2. 50-50 it. Whoever can design the best AEE card will make it into the game. Will be remade by me and make it into the game. I would remake it, mostly just make sure it fits the style, but I would try to, you know, be within whatever. Probably with a Game Jam winner would also get an art reward. A free art redeem. Design competition, like a bonus thing, like a optional thing people submit that you review at the end of the stream. Like this could, yeah, like a lot of these things could be things that eventually become like a regular thing, I think. Like design competition stuff could just happen whenever, right? Like that could happen like people could just submit those for like anyway, right? Like that could be like I would do that if someone just made a thing and then was like, hey, here's a cool idea, do you want to use it? Then I'd probably do it. But I think it maybe would be good to just have it be like a little bit of a competition. Again, maybe like reward as an art redeem, I don't know, or like an additional reward, but we can kind of workshop that a bit, right? Once we decide on an idea, but I don't necessarily think we need to go crazy workshopping it before we even decide if that sounds fun, you know? Yeah, I agree. What did I do last time? Honestly, I'm just gonna copy and paste what I had here. Oops. Because that's what I had for the original art stream thing. We'll just do... Actually, we're just gonna do this. I draw whatever chat wants. Should be the title. Any other ideas? I think this is a good, like, kind of thing. Like, a lot of these could be, I don't know. A lot of these could just be like a normal thing, right? If it ends up being something we like, but like just me playing games, like we could do that. D&D super fast campaign together. I can see that. I don't know exactly how that would work. Like a one-shot D&D. We'd have to do some sort of like stream D&D though. Like, okay, so you're talking like everyone in chat plays the game. Another bunch of polls, yeah. I feel like this would probably be less fun than it sounds, but It's a good idea. This is why I want to make like a stream-based D&D thing. I think that'd be cool. Make it pre-structured classes so you won't have to do a character sheet. It would require some setup, but I'm happy to help if you want to give it a shot. I'd be happy to do it. This is why, like, yeah, like I said, one of my ideas is to come up with a what's it called? A stream-based TTRPG where like people would just be role-playing. Like you'd have people like guests play, but then chat would have the ability to do stuff. My thought is chat is actually God or the gods, and they can influence the game of some sort, something interesting like that. But we've talked about it every now and then, but so like chat can like do different things through redeems and following and subscribing, and it like affects the player somehow, and then make the core mechanics of role playing like very narrative based, so it sounds like you're listening to like a like an audio podcast rather than like listening to a bunch of people play D&D, which is the biggest problem I found with like role-playing games online. Like watching a group of people role play to me feels like I'm watching a group of people play the game, whereas like some podcasts are more like I feel like I'm listening to a story. But we can rule them like gods, angry gods. There you go. Anyway, that's probably a good number. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 is probably a good number of options. I'll probably put this up as a poll in the next stab. Halfling back at stabbing people. Yeah. I'll probably put this up as a poll in on the Discord server coming up. And then we can kind of decide. I'll have to see exactly how I want to do that, but punch, shatter, stab, classic bar fight. Punch, shatter, stab. I feel like that's like the start to like some sort of rhyme. You know what I mean? But I'm not good enough to rhyme. So. All right. I think that's it for today. I think we're done. We got this little tidbit extra thing on. Well, actually, really, this wasn't the extra thing. The strong beats was, but ooh, needs more stab though. There you go. It was a vocal stim in high school academy. Admittedly, sorry, I'm like academy, high school academy. Welcome to High School Academy. It's like the most like fake generic high school name. Hi. I'm gonna look at you. I'm looking at you. What can you do about it? Anyway. My eyes. Nah. If I said kiss, kiss, fall in love, would you know what I'm talking about? Yeah. But it says punch, shatter, stab. Anyway. That's what I do. It is what you do. Who do we raid? I do not remember following. Oh, maybe I do. Never mind. I was like, I don't remember following this person. I'm like, oh, I guess I do. Just because someone else followed them. Is this? Oh, eh. quite the stream, good buddy. Yeah, we finished an art thing. We wrote some stuff. We did a strong beats, a good giga beats. Ooh, good stream. Barely here, but stream. Woo! You're here for the stabbing at the end, and that's what matters. This is kind of interesting. I feel like I know this person. Did I raid them before? Usually I follow the people I raid. Am I following them? I'm lost. Oh god, I closed out of it. I am not. The real stream was the stabs we did along the way. You're so right. This guy looks familiar. We should just raid him. Stuff looks dope. Let's do it. Looks like some sort of a pixel art kind of guy. Got a lot of views. That will not stop us. All right, y'all. I guess we'll be back Monday. I don't know exactly what we'll be doing. Probably more card art, but potentially just some stream improvement stuff as well, because we got a few emotes we can do, and I don't know, we'll be celebrating hopefully the new video coming out. That's the other thing. So hopefully that will be done. I don't know if it'll be done over the weekend or if I'm just gonna finish it Monday or whatever. I do need a break. So anyway, farewell, my friends. It was good seeing you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you anyone for lurking. Thank you for all the fun stuff. I will see you Monday. Farewell, toodles.
Let me see.